Alright, today's Wednesday in this nice hotel. And I took a quick look at the load board, but I honestly didn't feel like, well, there was a couple of loads. One guy is trying to ship some huge forklift again from oh, that's one of the things. You see this? I wonder why we don't have this in semi trucks, right? I was just thinking about this. Why I don't have this? Why I have to open the hood each time just to see? Or of course in a semi truck, you know, because you drive so long each day, you know right away when you push this button over here, right? And if you don't see anything on your windshield, that means that you need to refill. But why we cannot have this, right? Like, it's how, compare how much more advanced the technology is, right? Like, it's telling me to fill up my windshield washer fluid, and that's one of the chores I have to do today. Then look, see, it shows me my pressure, and you see, and I was right when I added the tire pressure. Of course, it's supposed to be only 32, I think. Yeah, 32 psi, but that's just in winter. It never works because the temperature changes. You know, like I come back from a long trip, I jump in my car, and if it was like minus 20 Celsius, it will be, I don't know, 28, 30 psi, right? And so I always try to put more pressure. And so yeah, this guy had a forklift from US going to Alberta, but it's like, I found specs online. It's like 14 feet tall. I'm not sure how they're gonna, you know, and it's a forklift. I'm not sure how you can do that on a beam or something. I don't know. Anyway, so the plan today is, yeah, buy windshield washer fluid, and then I have to change that. You see that? The bottom part of the right side windshield wiper just tore off because the car was sitting, it was ice on the windshield, and that's what happens. Next time I leave my windshield wipers in the air, you know, like some people do, because that's what happens when you leave it like that. Usually they just separate, but this time they didn't, so I have to do that. And I was actually waiting for middle of the day when it becomes warmer, because it's pretty cold in the morning. And then I have to send a couple of checks, and my Amex was bugging me to make a payment. I have to make a payment to Verizon for my US phone. So basically I got a bunch of chores I have to do today, but no time to look for a load yet, and I should get my money for the yesterday's load. I should get it today. And so for now, let's just go and see, like this 6.4 liter V8. It drinks gas, you know, like a horse drinks water on a hot summer day. Now it says range 120 kilometers. I have just under half a tank. And because that basically is based on my city driving, so 120 kilometers, that's just 75 miles on half a tank. And I have a tuning installed, right? So I cannot use gas with octane number lower than 93. And here in Canada, it's not easy to find 93. You either have 91 or the next one is usually 94. And so now I don't, like, there's 94 is sold by Petro Canada. And there's one station somewhere here in Kitchener. I'm near Kitchener, but I'm more closer to actually Cambridge. So I'm gonna go back to my area there where my truck is parked, because right on the other side of the freeway on 401 there's a petrol that sells 94, and I'm gonna get that pricey 94 gas, but I like the car, likes it. I feel the difference, and plus I have tuning installed, so if I put in cheaper gas, it'll start, you know, detonating. All right, so I'm gonna show you what our roads today look like. But I'll have to take off my winter hat. And like I said, the trick is with this camera, the trick is to properly position it. Otherwise, it'll show you too much of the steering wheel, not enough. All right, and we're gonna cancel. I don't want to show you my speed because some people just start panicking, you know. Washer fluid low. Thank you. Let's see if I push OK, I can switch to miles per hour. Like now it's 0 miles per hour. Or kilometers per hour. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on kilometers per hour, but I'll just switch to this. No, I don't want to look at that abysmal 11.6 miles per gallon. Thank you very much. All right, where's our performance pages? Oh, here, I like that graph over there with horsepower and torque. Where is it? Yeah, I see this one. This is horsepower, torque. I'm not sure what. Oh, PSI oil. Maybe we can do G-force. See here, oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temperature, battery voltage, timers, home. Oh, I can do like this. So this will show me. Oh, it'll show the speed. No, I don't want speed. Engine, like that. So red is power, yellow is torque, blue is oil pressure. All right. Range 118 kilometers now. What? I lost 2 kilometers. Yeah, we have this Arctic polar vortex, whatever, coming, and now it's -7, so it's gonna be much colder closer to the weekend. Oh wow, I have 20 horsepower. And of course all these engines, you know, like marketing, some people don't understand this. You know, when you buy a car and the marketing booklets say, let's say 300 horsepower or 500 horsepower, what many people don't realize is that you need to reach like 5,000-6,000 RPM to get that. See, like now, right, I'm driving what 60 kilometers an hour. I have 46 HP only. That's all you need. Okay, 57 horsepower to do 50 miles an hour. All right, we're doing 75. 36 horsepower. Yeah, that's really annoying, that piece of wiper. So yeah, I'm getting gas, and then I'm going and deal with this. Yeah, let's get out of this lane, because that's where cops usually look, right? Yeah, so you see the roads are good. Last time it snowed, I think it was last week here. That's the petrol, where they have this, my favorite gas. And also they have diesel here. That's where I go sometimes in my truck. I think now it's pretty sure it's $1.12 per liter. But this 94, it's pretty expensive. It's like $1.40. It's like almost $5 Canadian per gallon. 94, $1.49. Son of a. So $1.49 Canadian per liter is 94, $1.43 is 91, $1.36 is 89, and $1.17 is 87. Wow. So let's get some $1.50 per liter gas. All right. So I just spent $106. What? Oh yeah, I gave it 20 bucks cash and the rest on debit, so $100 in 5 minutes. I'm getting better, because I think before it took me at least 10 minutes to spend $100. You know, heavy haul, it helps. You're getting better with the finances. So I bought 49.474 liters of diesel at 1.499 Canadian per liter. So it cost me $74.16. And the best part about gas engines is that no DEF is required. You know, why gas is so cleaner? It burns so much cleaner. Of course they have emissions, right? But you don't need DEF, only with diesel, and this DEF is what always causes, you know, problems in cold weather. Like I know Western Canada, most of the time, as soon as, even not just individuals but companies, as soon as a company buys a new truck, the first thing they do, they delete the engine, as they call it. They delete the emissions, you know, which of course, if they catch you, there's a big fine, and then you cannot sell this truck through a dealer. You have to sell it privately. But over there, you know, it's like crazy weather. Like right now, I was just listening to a weather report. Edmonton, Calgary weather, it's like minus 28 Celsius. I don't know, which is crazy cold. And I got some lotteries. It's like these are the most popular lotteries. One is called 649, and one is called Lotto Max. Lotto Max, it's kind of like a Powerball in the States, because it has huge payouts, but the chance is like 1 in 22 million. So basically you can get hit by lightning 3 times in a row, and then you can win Lotto Max. But it's a big payout. 649 is the Lotto 649. It's the Canadian favorite. It's been around for a long time, and now I'm also playing this. It's called Lotario, like Lottery Ontario. Lotario, because it gives you, it's like you can win 100 grand, 200 grand. It's much smaller, but chances to win are 1 in 4 million. And actually 2 days ago I won 20 bucks on Lotto Max, but my biggest win so far was on this Lotario. I won 200 bucks, you know. I don't play it too often, but when I'm home, I buy it sometimes, you know. Like for example, now I go and I say, which lotteries play today, tomorrow, and Saturday, because today is Wednesday. And she says 649 plays today. Okay, cool. So I can check it tomorrow and know if I won anything. And then Lotto Max plays on Fridays. I think there's another day in the beginning of the week, but this time Friday there'll be Lotto Max, and Lotario plays on Saturdays. You know. So hopefully before I leave with the load, I will know if I won anything, because you never know. People win. Oh, and I got a notification from Canada Revenue Agency. It was a bit of a sad letter. It says, "Dear Mr. DRATCHEV, congratulations. Now you can apply for your retirement, your pension benefit." What? I am that old? And basically they're telling me that I can you know, I didn't even realize I was paying something, because people say, oh yeah, you will still get something. And this baby cost me $2.79, half a liter, like less than a pint of Diet Coke. This is good for, you know, cleaning metal surfaces and stuff like that. So but not as effective as Kleenex or something for cleaning the your intestines, you know? Anyway, all right, so one chore is done. I have gas. I still cannot believe it. $1.49.9. I think last time I guessed here it was like $1.42. Something is going on. All right, so now I have to mail the letter to my health insurance company, where I have to have health insurance for US. They had some trouble with my credit card, so I'm sending them a void check so they can, instead of using a credit card, they'll be taking money directly from my debit account. All right, I changed the angle on the camera from wide to linear. Linear is more narrow, so this way the chances of me catching washer fluid, yeah, oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing washer fluid. Come on. Sometimes that's the problem with this thing. See this? I cannot. What the heck? Give me the second page. I don't want page 3. What a stupid system. Would not allow me. Press and hold icons to drag to menu bar below. So that's what I should do. I should once I get that screen eventually. There you go. Press and hold. Wait a second. Did I do anything? No, it's still over there. Press and hold to drag to the menu bar below. Maybe I can drag it in here. Oh, cool. Look at this. So now I have it at the bottom. Excellent. So now I can do like this. Yeah, this is better. Oh, and it's back at that's my favorite screen. All right, now here we have an interesting, I like that's a Ranger, by the way. Do you see that? Ford Ranger. They killed the old one when like 13. I remember I went to a local Ford dealer. I was shopping for a truck. I decided to buy a pickup truck. And they had these last batch of Rangers. And I remember a sport version, like fully loaded, the small Ranger with a 4-liter V6. It was like 17,000 Canadian. But it was a very old design, like old engine. And so I opted to custom order F-150, which was like 22,000 bucks, but totally basic, like even the windows were manual. And so they discontinued that Ranger, right? And then there was news that it was available in in Australia. And so eventually they said it'll be available in Canada. Yeah, I would love to pass this guy, but unfortunately I'm gonna miss my ramp here. So let's go take care of the windshield wash and the wiper. But isn't this a great car? I'm telling you, like, it doesn't happen often. Like, I'll be honest with you guys that I have a car for more than 2 years and I still really enjoy looking at it and driving it. Like all these pickup trucks, you know, because I was cheap, so I would not buy a pickup truck with you know, a big cab, right? I would just buy a regular truck with a regular cab, just 2 doors, and they start looking funny after like about a year. So that F-150 I was mentioning before, it was regular cab, and then my second truck that I had was a Dodge Ram. Actually, I like that one much better than F-150. Better mileage, more power, better acceleration, and that one was fully loaded. It was like 21,000 bucks before prices went up. And the guy in the front, if you're wondering, this GMC truck with dual wheels, that's a tow truck, and that's why it has all these antennas. They're listening to police. Now, plans for the car. I'm pretty happy with the exhaust, with the engine, but I might still do headers. I have not decided yet. I'm still thinking about long tube headers or shorty headers. Like, my car already has a very performance oriented manifold, which looks like shorty headers actually. And people on the internet were saying that on this particular engine, 6.4, you know, they already, that's why it's not very good for supercharging. People say don't supercharge 6.4 because it's already from the factory. It's kind of like they did everything to get maximum power from this engine without supercharging. So I have almost 500 horsepower, right? And people say that it's better just to get like a 5.7, you know, RT, you know, kind of like Mustang, 5 liter. Those smaller engines are great for supercharging or put a turbo on them, but this engine, it's already, you know, you can blow it pretty much if you put a supercharger on it. Yeah, and also they say that, you know, on 5.7 RT Dodge Challenger, it helps to change put in shorty headers, because the manifold is not as efficient as on my car. But on my car, they say it's just a waste of money. If you want to do that, just go with the long tube headers, so you get more power But the problem with that, and why I'm hesitating, first off, it's pretty expensive, these long tube headers, right? And then you can get a check engine light, and I have a tuner, so that's one thing I'm not looking forward to. If I have a check engine light, I cannot go to the dealer, right? I'll have to find a performance shop that can give me some kind of a tune that will eliminate the check engine light, because you know all these long tube headers, they come with cats, which are like faster flowing cats, and that's what might cause the check engine light. Or you can go like off-road edition and get long tube headers without cats, and that also can create a problem. And also the car will be very loud. It's already loud now, you know, and that's another thing why I'm not sure I want to do this, because it's already like when I'm driving long distance, you know, it's kind of like, it's, as my late dad used to say, na любителя. It's for enthusiasts, you know. Like some people, like I know my brother said, oh, he doesn't like loud exhaust, you know, he would not like my car. And so imagine, so it's loud now, and if I put headers, it'll be even louder. All right, let's go find windshield wash. I'll probably try to get some Arctic variety because it's gonna get cold. But I think the typical one, it's good for up to minus 40 C, which is the same as 40 F. And then now I'm gonna take off that wiper and take it with me so I can measure it, so I don't get the wrong size. Okay, I installed the windshield wiper, so I got this. This is wiper blades, conventional, auto drive. I don't know, looks very similar to my old one. You see, my old one from the factory has 4 of these, like areas with little springs, so it actually pushes the wiper pretty good down. So this one is slightly different, but so it's 22 inches, you know. It took me a while to figure out the length. All right, let's just put this. This one is Rain-X, Canada's strongest and safest, #1 bestseller, good for up to 49 C, which is, I don't think I'll have. So yeah, I don't have to sell the car, because I thought, you know, since windshield wipers are worn out and the windshield wash is down, oh wow, almost the entire thing. Oh yeah, and you see, that's my new shiny BBK throttle body. I love it. I did feel the difference when I installed it. All right, so now all right, so what's next? So yeah, I bought 2 of them. No wait, this is the old one. That's my old one. So I bought 2 in case that one is, and it just fit right in with this hook arm. It was very easy, and it has a little pin in there, and also got something for my dinner: avocado, a pear, and some blueberries. See, when it says peak quality, you know it's good, because advertisements, you know, they rarely tell you half truth or mistruth. All right, so now I think I have to go to my post office. I have to send that letter with new payment instructions. All right, let's see. Does it work? Oh wow, look at this, beautiful. Performance Pages app is loading. See, the button is not even there. But this is not the first time I noticed this. You know, when you try to go to the second page. Oh, wait a second. Maybe you can do like this. No. It skips second page, and over here all right, we can go. And remember I mentioned that government loan? The bank was not telling me anything. They just said, you know, in order to qualify for this interest-free government loan, you need to open a business account, like a real small business account, which I didn't have it. I was just using one of my personal accounts for collecting money. And last year, they were doing this last year, and only companies that were incorporated could apply, you know, and you needed to have this small business account, and you cannot just open it. You must have that account opened on the, like, during the previous year. They give you a date, like March 2019, right? But then this time they offer the same program for small businesses, but now you don't have to be a corporation. So even if you're self-employed and have a sole proprietorship, like that's what I have, I'm registered, but mine is just a sole proprietorship, and you don't have to have an open business account. It just, you open it as part of the application, but you still need it, but you don't need to have it to apply, you know. And so I got the pre-approval from the government. Then they say, okay, go to your bank website, and next step is open the small business account. And so finally that one was done yesterday. So now I'm like a real business, you know. And then, and what do you do after? Like, who's giving you this money? Is it Revenue Canada? Is it the bank? And so I called the bank and I said, I'm not sure what my next step is with this. And they said, oh, you have to go to a website and apply there once you have your account. I said, yeah, I just got the account. And so I went there to that website and I applied, and then they send you to a different website where you have to upload your documents. You have to upload supporting documents, because basically this loan is to help you with like they give you a list of eligible expenses, and at first I thought I didn't qualify, but then I look and it says leasing of capital assets. So, and that's my case. I'm leasing the truck and the trailer, and that's what you have to upload. I found my contracts for the truck, contract for the trailer, like the lease agreement. And they show the amount I'm paying. And as long as you have more than 40,000 a year in these expenses, you qualify for this loan. And the best part, why is everybody so interested in this, is that if you give it back interest-free by the end of 2022, you only have to return like 70% or 65% of that loan. Like the government basically gives you free money. And so it took me probably like an hour to apply there, but finally I did it, and now they say okay, 20 business days. Wow. So if they agree to give me the money, I will have it in my account sometimes by the end of this month. Alright, that's it. So that's my post office over there. We're gonna go and taking care of business. Thanks for watching.